And we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. I ain't here like I ain't that savage.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Third down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Watch two. I'm going to come back to you. Go 46. You. Choose the mic. Watch. We're going to 53. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Cowboys nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Breida. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
And inches.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now it's Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott to throw this time. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
46. We begin to tear you up. We're going to 52. Wide, get wide. We're going to 47. Watch two. I don't think you got it, son. Choose the mic. Push him back.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
DK Metcalf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a give to Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier. Xavier Howard on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go to Elliott again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right, and when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Dolphins 6. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. To throw is Tua. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
6.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.